Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona. And every week I come to you providing a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition for our brand new BNI year. Happy New Year, everyone. Super excited for the new BNI year, all of the new roles, all of the new things. I attended BNI Paragon today and they shared their New Year's vision and their theme, which was just incredible. I did a post. You guys will have to check it out to see what their theme was. But I hope that you guys are having fun so far for the very first week. If you have already met yesterday or today, I hope that all of the leadership teams rocked it. And then if your meeting is tomorrow or Friday, I know you guys are going to rock it. So, super excited for the new BNI year. We do want to make sure, guys, that we're wrapping up all of the leadership and support team training. So far, everyone is listed in BNI Connect for your specific roles, but if we don't get the training completed by the 15th, I have to remove people from the roles. So, it's going to be important to make sure that we get all of the training completed so that way we can keep you guys in your roles for the new year and really kind of start the new year with a bang. So, I did send out a very lengthy email yesterday. For those of you who read it and followed it all the way to the bottom, you will have seen a little bonus for you for reading all the way to the bottom. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you may want to go check the email. You may want to check it. So it is the Power of One email. There's a lot of information in that email. So I actually wanted to cover a good chunk of that during this Wisdom Wednesday because I think a lot of those pieces are important. Because I know that not everyone looks at the Power of One, but there's much, much more than just the Power of One in that email. So first off, congratulations to everyone that hit 100%. We had by far one of the best 6-month time frames with people hitting 100%. We had a ton of members in the 100% club. So congratulations to all of the amazing members that hit 100%. We actually have 2 members that have 10 months running in a row because we started the tracking in January. I'm sure that they have hit it months before this new year started, but Krista Weil and Kim Richter both have hit 10 months in 100% club in a row. Phenomenal, ladies. Amazing, amazing job. As a reminder, guys, with the Power of One, it is a 6-month time frame, not just month to month. Even with the new BNI year starting this week, it still is that 6-month average. It doesn't fully reset October 1st like all the other numbers. So all the thank you for closed business, all of the participation numbers do reset October 1st for all chapters, but that Power of One, it does continue that 6-month average. So the Power of One does not reset. It still continues that 6-month average. So make sure to be watching that. Now, when it comes to attendance, when it comes to the Power of One, now, substitutes, if you can't make a meeting, substitutes is the best opportunity to have that visibility at your weekly meetings. Now, when it comes to chapter attendance inside the meetings, if you have a substitute, it counts towards that 100% attendance goal. However, if you have a substitute, it does deduct points when it comes to the Power of One. Now, the best person to attend the weekly meetings is you. So you want to always make sure that you have the goal to attend the weekly meetings. Of course, if you can't be there, make sure to send a substitute. Or members do have 3 absences allowed for a 6-month period. Absences get you 0 points on the Power of One, but substitutes get you 2.5 out of the 5 points. So it gets you half credit when it comes to the attendance. So best case scenario, again, guys, making sure that you show up to the weekly meeting. It's really your sales meeting of the week. It's your opportunity to educate the room of who to look for every single week. If you're not in the room, you're not top of mind with everyone in the room. So it's super important to make sure that you're visible every single week. Now, Also, in the email that I sent out, it's the member of the year time. So, everyone, you want to make sure to go into that email for nothing else than to go nominate who you feel is the best member in your chapter for the chapter member of the year award. Every single chapter is going to have a member of the year, but who that is, it's all determined on your nominations, guys. So submit. Everyone has one nomination, so you can only submit one nomination per member. I sent the email yesterday, and I already have a bunch of nominations coming through, so thank you to everyone who already submitted it. But you want to make sure to go in and submit it. So the chapter member of the year would be someone who has gone above and beyond for their fellow members this year, really lives by that giver's gain philosophy, always has a supportive and positive attitude no matter what. Just the member that you think of that is just incredible. And I always get the question, well, isn't it probably going to be the president of the chapter because they're leading the meetings every week? Not necessarily. It's not the person that has the most visibility in your chapter. It's a member that unless they check all the boxes on all the other things, it's the person that just goes above and beyond for their fellow members and helps out wherever needed. So guys, make sure, go in, click the link to nominate your chapter's chapter member of the year. All of the winners will be announced at our end of the year celebration. So can you believe it's already here? So Friday, November 8th is our end of year celebration. It's going to be at Orange Tree from 8:30 to 11. We moved it a little bit earlier this year so that way Scottsdale Profit Builders would have the opportunity to attend, so that way it didn't overlap with their chapter meeting. So make sure to register. This is literally the biggest networking event of the year. There's going to be over 200 members at the event. We also already have Guillermo from Drop Top Entertainment, who is in the BNI Connectors chapter. We got him confirmed with his 360 booth. If you were there at the event last year, you'll know or remember how fun that was. So make sure to register. We'll have some light snacks and all that kind of stuff as well, but it's going to be a ton of fun, lots of networking, a lot of celebrations, so you don't want to miss that event. It's open to all BNI members, so make sure to get your spot and reserve a spot today. As we get closer to the event, because it's a little over a month away, it fills up fast. So make sure to secure your spot. If you registered and you didn't receive a confirmation, make sure that your payment went through, because that's what happens a lot of time every year is when someone registers, if the payment doesn't go through, it doesn't fully register for the event. So make sure that you have that down. The new MSP dates are in that email for the Power of One, and all the links for the leadership and support team trainings, guys, and all the tips for success. So there's a lot. I'm tracking my master spreadsheet that has all of the training information on it, guys. Is quite the task to update. So I'm going to ask everyone to go in and get your training completed. There's literally 1,800 lines on my spreadsheet that I'm going through and checking and updating and making sure that we have everyone's information, because we really want to make sure that everyone is set up for success for the new year. All the tips for success sessions, it's kind of like an extended Wisdom Wednesday on all things about your leadership and support team role. So in that Power of One email, I did highlight which roles are associated with which videos. So that way you can go in and you register. So when you register to watch the video, then I pull those registrations and mark the attendance on my master list. So that way your leadership teams know that you've completed the information. So make sure to go and check out the information. If you've been in a role before, still watch the tips for success sessions, because there's a lot of updated information this year and a lot of new resources that you don't want to miss the opportunity of knowing about. So make sure that, because I've gotten the question a lot, is if someone needed to redo the training, if they've already completed it because they were in the role previously, you don't have to redo the training. However, listening and watching the Tips for Success session is going to be key. So that way you're up to date on all of the new things for the new year. There's new stuff for membership committee. There's new stuff for every role. There's new resources. I've added a ton of new stuff into the leadership and support team Google Drive folder. I've reorganized everything so that way all of the resources would be easier to find for everyone that's in a role. I explain all of those details in the Tips for Success sessions. Each of the videos is only a little over an hour long, so it's not crazy long. So make sure to go in, tune into that, and get that completed before October 15th. So October 15th is like the deadline date for everyone to get their training completed, because if we need to move people around and put new people in different roles, we need to make sure that we've got plenty of time to do that. Again, we want to make sure everyone's set up for success for the new year. I included the links for the Wisdom Wednesday in the Power of One, but if you're watching this, you already have the link. And we've got lots of social media pages. So this is our public page, and it's open to BNI members and friends in Arizona. And then we do have the private BNI Arizona members page that is only accessible for active BNI members. Our executive assistant is actively checking the page and making sure that we take off anyone that has dropped from BNI to ensure that it's only active BNI members. And this public page is the page where active BNI members can do one promotional post per month. So make sure to take advantage of that. I've been getting that question a lot lately as well, because we didn't used to allow posts, but active BNI members can do one promotional post per month. Biggest thing, guys, if you ask for a connection on this page and you're looking for a BNI member, we don't monitor the comments on this page, so there could be non-BNI members commenting on your posts. Best case scenario is if you're looking for strictly BNI connections, ask that on the private members only page. That way you know that only BNI members are responding to your requests. So if you have any questions about any of the information, let me know. But please, guys, make sure to tune in to the Tips for Success sessions and go submit your nomination for your chapter's Chapter Member of the Year. The deadline for the Chapter Member of the Year is next Friday, because we have to have a fast turnaround to create the awards, all of that fun stuff. So please, please, please go open the email and click the link to submit your nomination, and then scroll down a little bit and complete the Tips for Success if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's Wisdom Wednesday. Happy BNI New Year, everyone. And as always, go log 1 Chapter Education Unit for watching. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.